Having your settings not properly configured on your iPhone can cause the battery to drain really fast, and a lot of people will have their settings configured the right way. But these will be some of the main settings that everybody knows about. But there are actually a lot of hidden settings on your iPhone that do drain the battery a lot, but most users don't actually know about these settings because they're deeply hidden into the settings app. So in today's video, I will show you guys 5 of these settings that I believe are draining the battery of your iPhone, and having them turned off will boost the battery life of your iPhone. Now, before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys that watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. Now, for the first one, which I think is also the most important, we're heading into privacy and security, and we're going here under location services. Now, you can see right here what I do. On my iPhone, I keep location services turned off completely. I'm not saying you should, because you might need it a lot, but I only turn them on when I actually need to use them. Maybe use them for navigation or things like that, and then I have them completely turned off. But if you don't want to do that, then you will have to go here, and you have to dig a bit deeper here, go into system services, and then right here you will find a few different settings. First of all, you will have a lot of them right here that you can completely turn off. First of all, make sure that you don't turn off some that are really important, like Find My iPhone right here, and then you will have emergency and SOS as well. These are actually very important. The other ones, like setting a time zone, having things like right here you can see compass calibration, device management, and all that. These are settings that you can actually turn off because these will use your location in the background, and these services using your location means that the battery drains really fast. If you have been using an iPhone for a long time, you know that location services do actually kill the battery really fast. Now, another one that you will find right here will be significant locations. What this does is basically keeps track of your significant locations and places you visit the most. This is actually a privacy concern, but also will drain the battery of your iPhone. So what I suggest you go ahead and do here, make sure you have this turned off. I don't actually think that you need to remember the places you have been the most. We all know the places we go the most. So don't let this just ruin the battery life of your iPhone. Go ahead and completely turn it off. Another one that I always suggest you turn off that a lot of people might not know about is the Siri one, which has to do with the word that you say to invoke Siri. You know, the hey word. Well, that can be found right here under the accessibility settings. Just scroll all the way down, all the way on this long list of settings right here, and you will find Siri. And you can see right here we have a setting where it says always listen for Siri. This means that it will always be listening for the command to invoke Siri. Now, how this word works, basically the word that you use to invoke Siri will work when your iPhone is, let's say, on a table or is in your hand and is facing face up. If your iPhone is face down or in your pocket, it won't actually work unless you have this turned on. But having this turned on, it will keep your iPhone active all the time, meaning that your iPhone will be listening for that word even when it's in your pocket. That, of course, will drain the battery out of your iPhone. So go ahead, go under accessibility, go to Siri, and always listen for Hey Siri. So it should actually be turned off on your iPhone. And right here under the accessibility settings, we have another one called sound and name recognition. Now, when you go here, you will have 2 different sections. So you will have sound recognition and name recognition. If you don't really need to use these features, these will be features that are, of course, very helpful for a lot of people. But if you don't really need them, make sure you have them turned off. So you will have all these different sounds right here that your iPhone will be listening for. Having your iPhone stay basically active all the time, trying to listen to any of the sounds, or any of the names that you set up right here will just consume a ton of battery. So again, as I said, this is a great feature to have. That's why Apple has added it to iOS, but it will be like very useful for a few people, not every iPhone user. So a lot of people will just add this feature right here, actually set it up just like to try it or something like that, and then leave it on. It does drain the battery, so make sure you have it completely turned off. Next up, we're moving to Wi-Fi, and we have here something called Wi-Fi Assist. So basically, Wi-Fi Assist is now connectivity assist with iOS 27, but it's the same feature. Now, what it does is that it will actually use cellular data when your Wi-Fi connection is weak. Now, of course, that's a great feature, but it does consume a ton of battery. So I'd suggest that you can actually turn this on or off individually for different networks. So when you're at your home, you know that you have a strong Wi-Fi network, you don't actually need to have this turned on. So go ahead and just switch off right there. Use Connectivity Assist or Wi-Fi Assist if you're on iOS 26 and lower. This feature basically what it will do on your iPhone, it automatically jumps to cellular data when Wi-Fi is weak, basically forcing the dual radios to scan at the same time and of course drain a ton of battery out of your iPhone. And last but not least, we're going under display and brightness. Now this has been confirmed by Apple as well. The always on display, as you can probably know without having Apple to confirm, does consume battery as it will keep your iPhone screen kind of awake. Now if you have the wallpaper showing all the time, of course, it does drain the battery. So what you can do here, maybe in the best case scenario here, is to not show the wallpaper, turn it off right here, and then of course use the always on display. I don't think turning it off completely is actually something to do because it's a great feature and you'll want to have that clock displaying all the time on your iPhone, but you can have your notifications and your clock display and then just turn off completely the wallpaper. That means that it will save a ton of battery. If you have the wallpaper showing on the screen all the time, that will drain the battery out of your iPhone. So that is it for this video, guys. These are 5 hidden iPhone settings that will just drain the battery out of your iPhone. So I suggest that you go ahead and take a look at these settings, see how you have them configured on your iPhone, and make sure that you have them configured the right way so you get the best battery life out of your iPhone. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I will see you on the next one.